Welcome back to the Hillbilly RV channel. Today, Cameron and I are going to be working on this little Class C motorhome here. We was working on the slide room. We've already been here for a little while, and we figured out what was wrong, and it's not what I expected at all. This has a Lippert Schwintek slide room system in it, and we went to the controller and we looked, and it's getting I think 7 blinks says it's either a shorted cable or a motor. Well, it's always the motor, so that's where we went first, and lo and behold, that wasn't the problem. The little brown wire wasn't broke off the motor like I expected, and the motor had not been wet. So I have a test harness, and hooked my test harness up. Lo and behold, the room goes in and out just fine. So guess what? We actually did have a shorted cable. So got to running the cable a little bit. It's pretty close here. This is the end where motor number 2's at. That's the one that was giving us problems. And then right there is the controller. So it's not very far, right? Well, like I said, I went underneath. I started trying to find the wires. They run both cables for this slide room out of the floor, right across the top of the leaf springs for the motorhome rear end, and the cables got smashed. There's only about 1 inch between the top of the spring and the frame on this, and they ran those cables right over. So I seen that smash spot, and then when we actually got the cable out here, yeah, that's focus. Focus, camera, focus. Now that thing ought to focus right there. Yeah, see those bare wires? I hope you can. I don't think this camera's focusing very good. Anyhow, yeah, that's an issue. The way this room is built and the way this cable's run, I think this room would have to come completely out of the motorhome to actually change these cables. So the customer has these things here. I know everybody's seen these advertised. They see them on TV and stuff. These heat shrink solder connections that you just use a heat gun with. Because I don't actually have any. I don't have any heat shrink butt connectors really small enough to do these little wires, because I'm just going to cut this cable here and repair it and leave the cable. We'll see how long it lasts. Yeah, we're going to try these things. I've never used them. Like I say, these were supplied by the customer, and we're going to see how these things work. So let's go check it out. You remember what these things are called? I'll look up what these things are called here in a little when I'm editing this video, and I'll put a link or something up here, tell you what they are. Just put some text in here. I know everybody's probably seen them advertised. So he said he'd used them on his motorcycle. He thought they were pretty good. So if they're good enough for a Harley, I guess they're good enough for a motorhome. So let's go ahead and get started here. See if all 5 or 6 wires are actually smashed, cut, or whether it's just a couple of them. We know there's at least 2 intact, because the motor will run, so.
Yeah, they tried, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get this sheath cut off this cable here, and see how many wires are actually damaged. Seems like that thing's focusing better right there. See those wires exposed? So, alright, let's see how many wires are actually involved. Actually, only 2 of them are really, really bad. The green and the red. The other 3 wires seem to be intact. So we only have to repair 2. We'll get this cable repaired, run a different direction, then we'll pull that other cable out here where we can see it really well, and we'll check it out too. So I'm just going to use my Klein strippers to do this work. Link in the description to my Amazon store to if you want to buy these strippers. They're pretty good ones. They're my faves. A lot of other stuff down there in my Amazon store too. Go check it out. So tools and camera gear and RV parts and all kinds of goodies. So we're gonna get these stripped and wound together and run through our little fancy as seen on TV connectors, and we'll go from there, see how it works out for us. Oh, let's see here. Let's see if these are gonna be too small. So you've got a whole set, all different sizes. So let's see here. I believe I remember correctly, I've seen this on commercial. I might have stripped some more of that insulation back. No, we got her. So now I'm gonna try my best to try and wind these wires up a little bit. Slide that connector over. Put the heat gun to it. See what she does. Alright, we got the little solder thingy right in the middle. It's gonna be noisy, nothing I can do. Got little solder things right in the middle. You reckon it's done?
Can't tell.
I can't really see whether the solder
I don't
melted.
think it melted. It did a little bit because I see it shiny up there.
Well, let's hear it a little more heat. All right, let that cool off for a minute. Give it a little tug and see what it feels like. I reckon that'll work. All right, that actually looks pretty good. It's nice and tight. So let's do it again. We gotta use one size bigger. So we're gonna use this one this time. Twist them together a little bit. I think I'll make a little bit stronger. Get the solder thingy right over it. I guess, yeah, we'll just do it like that. See if we can see that solder melting. Yep, there it went. Sure enough. I hope that showed up on camera because it definitely did. I hope that camera's focusing here and not back here somewhere. Yeah, that actually worked pretty well. Well, that's awesome. Customer loves it when I say awesome. He says I use it like a cuss word.
At times.
All right, well, we're just going to, we got some extra cable here, so what I'm going to do So I'm gonna just double this over. We're gonna taper up real good, and we're gonna hook this cable back up, and we'll go get that other one out of there and inspect it and see what it looks like. But, I'll be right back. Well, that worked better than expected. We got that cable repaired, got both cables rerouted. We inspected the other one. It was smashed in a little place, just about like that other place on that first cable. So I think it'll be okay. It wasn't broken, wasn't exposed, so I think it'll be fine. The room goes in and out just fine now. We're gonna go underneath with a bunch of zip ties and tie everything up. While I was under there, I also saw that the main gas line is laying on top of the spring too, just a bouncing with the spring. So we're gonna see if we can do something with that, make us just a wee bit safer for this gentleman. And yeah, that's it. Me and Cameron, we're gonna finish wrapping this one up, and we're gonna get some lunch. And y'all have a fantastic day. And thanks for coming by and watching my videos. And don't forget to give them a thumbs up, all that good stuff. All right, have a good day.